Hey, welcome back off the record with the big dog Dre David. Oh, got a good one for you today. A legend is right here. Talked to him on the phone before the show, and now he's right here in the city in Tuscaloosa. You see him right here, man. It's the legendary Ice Cube, man. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you was at the Bama facility earlier today.
Yeah.
Pulling up Roll Tide.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I done seen some college programs, but, you know, when you come to Alabama and see, you know, the tradition that's, you know, been here for, you know, since the 20s, you know, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, the standard indeed, man. What it is.
I mean, 18 titles, you can't beat that.
Right. Hey, look, so with so many things that you do and have done through your career, I mean, but you are a father for sure. Mm-hmm. You're doing the movies, you got the music, married. Which hat do you like wake up and put on first?
You know, it depends. Like sometimes, you know, I wake up real early. So,
yeah,
you know, I rise early. And I'm usually, you know, in the business, you know, because I'm on the West Coast. Mm-hmm. The East Coast is 3 hours ahead. So I'll be trying to make sure that I can, you know, deal with whatever East Coast business I got while they're still in their morning time, you know, and I don't wait too late. So I usually jump up and kind of get busy on whatever I got to do for the day, you know, answering emails or whatever, you know, kind of wait for my wife to wake up. And then when she wake up, we, you know, kind of have coffee and you know, I mean, able to enjoy each other for a minute before I start my day and she start hers.
Yeah. So as a married man myself now, how long have y'all been doing that routine? I mean, maybe it's not been, you know, we wake up, we get coffee and do X, Y, Z, but like just a routine of connecting to start the day before y'all do your own thing.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day that we can, I think it's important to, you know, sit down and have a conversation, you know, whether it's an hour or two.
Yeah.
And just, you know, reconnect, replan on what we're going to do, the things we got to do, you know, like checklists, as far as things we got to take care of, household-wise, future-wise. You know, we got kids and grandkids, so
man,
gotta deal with them. Yeah.
How's that for you, granddad, man? You out here. Yeah.
What it's all about. You know, I'd be lost without a family.
Yeah. And in that, talking about just family and all the things that you're doing, young Ice Cube, like let's say like 23, 24, 25. Is there something that like that younger Ice Cube would look at Ice Cube today and be like, man, I wouldn't even recognize this guy?
I don't think so. You know, I haven't made too many mistakes in this game, you know, so I think my track record is pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, being a young, respected rapper in the game, you want to be, you know, old respected rapper in the game.
Right.
I've accomplished that, so I would think, you know, it ain't mission accomplished, but I'm on the right path, moving in the right direction. So I think the younger Q will respect who I am today.
Yeah, as we all do, man.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. And honestly, like, I feel like men, especially black men, we don't tell each other this, so you look good, man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, you look good.
Too, man.
Hey, watch out now.
Trying to.
Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to look good, you know.
Yeah,
Make
for
sure.
sure.
Yeah.
So, well, with that said now, and, you know, making sure that, you know, you looking back and you're still respecting your younger self and your older self, is there anything that happened in the past that you wish you would have walked away from, or just any kind of instances that made you want to walk away from all of this?
No, not at all. You know, I always understood this was show business. You know, it's art. It's a creative medium, and I love to create. So, no, this is, you know, the biggest stages you can be on as far as music and movies. Now sports. I'm living the dream, you know. I'm having a ball.
I love it, man.
I definitely, there's no time throughout my career I ever wanted to quit.
That makes me happy to hear, man. And what you saying that it's art too.
It is.
I think that's something that people is lost.
It is.
Oh yeah.
You know, the music used to be all about art, and people accepted it as art. But I think somewhere early 2000s, people really wanted a testimony or a confessional or self-snitching. I don't know what they call it, but they want people to talk about things that they've done in their life in music, and it's really about creating a cool song, piece of art.
Yeah.
Music is a way to escape from reality, not to really be stuck in it.
Yeah. I feel like that's why, just in what you just said, man, I feel like that's why music is one of those universal languages.
Yeah.
Because it allows you to escape no matter what your culture, where you're from, what language you speak. That's why you can travel across the globe and people sing Ice Cube.
Yeah, it's great to be able to create, to make sure that, you're creating good music people can relate to. That's important. And, they're holding rappers to a different standard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They like, and I like when it's art, when guys can do what they feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there something that people, if they only heard Ice Cube on tracks, or on wax, or on rap, is there something that people might bypass or not know about you if they only know you from music?
Probably so. Yeah. You're only gonna get a slice of who I am through the music.
Yeah.
And movies. You only get a slice. I don't think there's anything that I've kind of just put everything in. You would have to know me to kind of know who I am.
Yeah. That allows you to still have a life.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, man. This is, like I said, it's entertainment. It's cool. A little different than real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had any mentors that helped you through not just music, because you said you learned that it was show business early on.
Yeah.
And I mean, we see countless instances where people don't understand it and they realize it later, like, oh, it's the music business and all this other stuff.
Business.
But not just in music, you was able to Big Three, which is going crazy right now.
Yeah, it is.
So did you have any mentors through music and just through business period that helped you learn these things?
Of course, I've learned from everybody that I've, interacted with, from Eazy-E to Dre. I was discovered by John Singleton in the movie game, but I've learned from a lot of people that I've worked with, from Lawrence Fishburne, man, to, John Carpenter. It's like, I didn't go to school for any of this, so every time I'm, doing something or I'm, actually involved, with a project, I'm learning from all the masters that's around me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it, man. Seriously, I love it. I could tell. That's and art. You don't have to go to school to do art. You know what I mean? So.
No, man, you should be creative no matter what. Like, you're always gonna be your happiest and your freest when you're creating something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so last question, because you're about to hit the stage, man. You're in T-Town for a reason now.
Yeah.
So hitting the stage in just a few minutes, we appreciate you. But my last question is that if you were to walk away from it all, like when it's all said and done, whenever that moment, that hour, that minute hits, what's the thing that you're going to cherish the most?
The journey. The journey has been amazing to live through it. I felt, I'm blessed in so many different ways to be able to express myself in music, in movies, now in sports.
Yeah.
A lot of people are kind of, they kind of locked into one thing. And so to be able to do as many things I've been able to do in entertainment, as an artist, it's like no other place you would rather be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it, man. That's it. Look, I ain't gonna hold you too long. You got to go kill the stage,
Yeah,
man.
we're gonna get busy.
Yeah. Look, real hip hop, right? Spitting over.
For sure. Real spitting, no rapping over the records here.
Yeah. All right. Look, man. That's it. Look, off the record with the legendary Ice Cube and the big dog Dre Day. We out till next time.
Yeah.